You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Welcome back to another episode of Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SKN. The next guest I got, he's been rapping since 13. He's the CEO of FNG. 2 singles out right now on every streaming platform. Trapping Out the Dungeon and Let Me See. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Mark Free.
Yo, what it is? It's Mark Free, up in New Orleans, Equipment, Mississippi, you heard me?
Hell yeah,
What's
big
up?
dog. I appreciate you coming on this podcast, man.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. Excited to be here, brother. Excited.
All right, Mark Free. So let's start from the beginning, man. Describe your music to us.
So, like, I kind of fall underneath, the Southern hip-hop, man. All my music is stuff that's happened in my life, good, bad, evil. Whatever it may be, God always said, he's gonna put us through something to test our faith with him, bro. And he's really done that with me, man. So all of my music is a reflection on the trials that I've been through, the trials and tribulations.
All right, man. So you a man of faith, big believer in God.
Yeah, man, I actually am, bro. Like, because of the simple fact, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If God wasn't real, bro, like, I don't think we would have the blessings that come out in the end, all the bad stuff that would happen.
That's right, man. So let me ask you this, man. What is Mark Free's biggest influences?
Man, so my biggest influence is, of course, being born in New Orleans, Louisiana. I definitely got to show love back to Trill fans, Master P, Boosie Badass, Webby. You know what I'm saying? All of them boys. And then, I had some other influences with Big, Tupac, T.I. And you got to show love to all the greats, man. 50, Eminem, just all them boys.
Hell yeah, man. So what was it like growing up in New Orleans?
Man, so like, I was back and forth between New Orleans, Louisiana, and Equipment, Mississippi my whole life growing up. Man, my parents got divorced when I was 10 years old. I mean, it was two sides to my life. On my mom's side, I had family with, good credit, good, everybody had, money. And then on my dad's side, pretty much everybody was poverty stricken. So it was definitely, I got to see two different sides of life growing up, just under my parents. So I was blessed to be able to learn both sides, how to hustle and how to basically start a whole business. So it was definitely some struggles there. I lost my best friend at 14 years old due to him being shot. And just here recently, I lost, another good friend of mine due to a sickness, man. So, there's been definitely a lot of struggles. I definitely saw a lot of violence growing up. And so it's definitely a struggle down there in New Orleans, but there's also a lot of good people down there.
All right, man. So you were 13 when you started rapping?
Yes, sir. Freestyling off the porch, brother.
Hell yeah. So what was your first beat you heard and you just jumped on it, man?
It's funny. Actually, the first beat I ever heard, man, my partner was actually just doing one of them little schoolyard beats on the porch, man, with a pencil in his hand. And, I caught flow to it. And, being 13 years old, I was rapping about all kinds of things, man. And, back then, a lot of people used to laugh at my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But something told me that I needed to keep grinding and keep, striving for a goal that I wanted. So I just continuously kept freestyling, kept writing. And by the time I turned 18, man, I was blessed to meet up with Luxury, man, one of my brothers, a good friend of mine. got blessed to be able to get in the studio.
Hell yeah, big dog. So let me ask you this, man. Is this your first album, or how many albums are you on right now?
All right, so actually, man, so this is probably like my third or fourth album. I've actually released a bunch of EPs in the past year. Don't Mess with the Nation was the second EP that dropped. The first EP that dropped was The King, The Streets Have Spoken, and now this will be the first studio album on the FNG that's gonna be cut and released. So, but other than that, man, I got four other previous albums that were released just you know more free back in the past, man. But this is the first actual studio album.
All right, man. So let me ask you this. FNG. Give us a little bit of detail on how all that started.
All right, man. So it actually stands for Free Nation Gang. Um, we was actually out there in Elwood one day, and we were thinking, just of a different couple things, and with me being the front man, everybody, I've always been going by Mark Free. So when everybody's, my homeboys kind of put the free in the, and then, we just kind of always, you never could tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? We always did our own thing, and all of us coming up from poverty-stricken backgrounds, with gang violence and stuff like that. Everybody reps the nation, and that's how the nation came about, and it became Free Nation Gang, man. It took off from there. It just started in Elwood, Mississippi, and we just ran with it. We always believed that we don't like people telling us what to do, and that's how it got on. That's where it all came from.
All right, so that's what's up, man. Freemason Jane, big shout out. So trapping on the dungeon, man. What was that? How did that come upon, man? And what was the creative process like?
All right, so trapping out the dungeon, man. That came from all of us. We all grew up trapping, man. We all grew up either selling dope, selling weed. Some of us, we were the real. Some of the guys were just the real protectors of the neighborhood, and we just always called it the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? So, trapping out the dungeon came about. We wanted to talk about past experiences and stuff like that. And the creative process, man, it was actually me and FNG Cam was in the studio, man. We threw on a beat and we were sitting there freestyling, playing with it, and caught a rhythm and caught a good noise. And so we started writing and going back and forth, passing lines out. Neither one of us have ever used ghostwriters. We always wrote our own stuff. So the kind of the FNG creative process ways are always just having people in the booth and just playing around with a beat until a catchy flow comes, and then you go from there.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, that's what's up. So let me ask you this, man. Do you have a YouTube channel? And do you have any music videos on it?
Yeah, man. I actually have a video to All Eyes on Us, a single that dropped back in last year, 2019. We actually getting ready to shoot the video for Trapping Out the Dungeon sometime this week, and you can follow it under Mark Freeman. I also have all of my music posted on YouTube under Mark Free. If you want to look at social media accounts, Facebook, Mark Free or Mark Freeman. Also, we got a musician band page. Type in Free Nation, brings you to it. Spotify, look under Mark Free. SoundCloud under Free Nation. Instagram, Mark Free FNG. Twitter, Mark Free FNG. I'm out on all major platforms. If you type in Mark Free on Google Play, or whatever you type it in, that is gonna bring the music up. we got music for all types of vibes.
All right, man. So let me ask you this. Have you done any shows? Have you filled any spots? And give us a little bit of detail on how you started doing concerts and all that.
All right, man. So actually, bro, like, yes, I've done quite a few shows, man. I actually did my first show at 19 years old, uh, in a small town in Pachuta, Mississippi, and it actually, it actually went from there. I've actually sold out a couple different clubs in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, performed in New Orleans, Louisiana, um, you know, going to Alabama. The way I actually got into doing performance shows, so the first show I ever did was kind of like a talent show type deal over there in Shooter, and they brought all the local artists out, and um, I was actually me and Sino Luxury were actually the host of the event, and somehow I think 3 artists ended up dropping out to fill those slots. Me and him done performances, and it took off from there, and now um, going to the selling out the shows. Uh, it's actually kind of a funny story, man. So Club Zoes in Hattiesburg, Mississippi is like a real gritty club, man. It's gutter, bunch of dudes, love the people there, man. It's a fun environment if you treat everybody with respect. You know what I'm saying? Um, it can be a blessing there, or it can be your worst nightmare. And it was funny. I was actually main eventing the show, and everybody just came. Everybody came to see what Mark Free was. Who the hell is this guy? They putting a New Year's Eve bash out, and he's the main event artist. The only other dude to ever sell out Zoe's Corner was, Boosie Badass, and that was back in 2013. So to end 2019 in 2020, I got to main event that show, and it was definitely a crazy environment. You know, at the end of the show, there was a shit ton of police there just to make sure nobody got out of pocket, but hell, everybody was running up to us talking about y'all done a show and everything like that, man. So it was definitely pretty fun. We got some things in the works right now, trying to get taken care of with opening up at bigger shows, at these concerts, and trying to get out of the nightclubs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got going now.
So, tell us the feeling that was going through you whenever you did your first show, man, and how that made you feel.
Oh man, so there was a lot of nerves in my first show. Um, a lot of anxious and a lot of, oh my God, am I really fixing to do this type nerves. It was scary. There was a lot of things going through my head, but in the end, it ended up turning into a great thing, man. I got showed a lot of love um, from people that I didn't think would ever like my music, man, and because this place was like a real country area, man. If I had them people to rock with me, man, that's all love, man. It just shows you that no matter where you go, man, no matter what type of environment you're in, as long as you respecting people, everybody gonna show love. But it was definitely a scary idea at first. At the end of it, it became a great lesson, and I follow every show after that. Even shows now, I still get a little nervous before I get on stage, but I kind of let the nerves just die down and go ahead and face it. Because you, you'll never know. You'll never know what type of love you'll get if you don't do it.
That's right, man. So, explain to any upcoming artists right now that's probably hearing this, how to get booked in shows, how to fill in slots, and how to do all the marketing, man.
All right, man. So for any upcoming young artists right now, man. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my daughter in the background. She crying a little bit.
You're good, bro.
But anyways, for any upcoming artists, man, that's trying to book some shows and get some stuff kicked off, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Don't be afraid of these. Don't be afraid of these talent shows, man. Don't be afraid of them. Go ahead and go ahead and try them and pay your little upfront money, man. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all never know who's gonna be there at these little talent shows. I mean, it might cost you $50 to $100 to book you a slot, and there might be a rep from Hustle Gang or a rep from Cash Money there, or even a rep from Universal Music Group that could help you out a lot, or other promoters. That's actually how I ended up starting to do a lot of my shows. Was I paid $25, $50 to $100 a slot, and ended up running into these other promoters, and they watched me on stage, and at the end of the show, they would come up to me and, hey man, look, I got a show going on in Miami, Florida, man. We'd like to bring you out, and we could talk about payment with your managers and all this, that kind of stuff. So, you never know what can happen at any of these places. So don't be afraid to come on a party. And I'm gonna tell you another big key that has really helped me over the years. Something that we learn as kids, man. It takes money to make money. And what I mean by that is, you got to invest in yourself, because don't wait for somebody else to invest in you. Invest in yourself. Don't just go spend $300 and get in the studio and have the song sitting in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put that money behind it and get yourself out there. Go ahead and get you a distribution with DistroKid. It's just for a basic account with DistroKid. It's $20 a year. You know what I'm saying? And you can get your music all over the place, all major platforms. Go ahead and sign up for ASCAP. Get you, if you're a producer and a songwriter, for both of them, all together to be like 115, 120. But that'll guarantee you that if your music gets played over radio stations or anything like that, they go find it. And invest in promotions, because in the end, it all will pay off. It takes a while, but in the end.
Yo, what's up, Mark Freeman? We are back. Just took a 5-minute break. So where did we leave off, man?
Man, so we left off talking to these independent artists, man, about investing in themselves, man.
All right. So yeah, finish that, big dog.
Yeah, man. So like to finish what I was saying, man, y'all, just make sure that you invest in promotions, man, because at the end of the day, when you start investing in yourself, when you put money behind yourself and not waiting on another guy to put money behind you, that shows everybody that you're willing to go out there and make some money, man. So, I know it seems like at the beginning, man, you ain't making no type of money, no type of income from music, man. But at the same time, you can't let that down you. You got to keep striving. You got to keep going. And eventually, man, in the long run, it will pay off for you. It will.
Hell yeah, that's right, big dog. So let me ask you this, man. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Man, so I got a, I hope y'all can bear with me, because I actually got a couple of, answers for that one. So starting off, man, dead or alive, I want to start with the dead. Definitely Tupac and Biggie, man. Definitely would do a collaboration with both of them. Whether it be on the same track, if they could squash everything that happened. Would definitely love to do a collaboration with them. Alive, man, I'd definitely like to do a collaboration with any artist from Louisiana, man, Baton Rouge, New Orleans area. Gates, NBA YoungBoy, Fredo Bang, Boosie, whichever one, man. I'm not involved in none of the hate, man. So, I would love to do a collaboration with them, or Another artist, man, the baby, definitely would love to do a collab with him. Um, and I'm gonna end it with this one. 2020, the goat, man. Lil Baby, bro, he's definitely doing his thing. Definitely.
Hell yeah, big dog. That's what's up. So, so if it wasn't for music, man, what would Mark Free be doing?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If it wasn't for music and my kids, Mark Free would be in prison. I'd be in dead. I'd be dead, or I'd be in prison, bro. And
Damn.
that's just real shit, bro. Because
So, what are you saying? Your music's like, well, how would you say? Like, music is your therapy, so, in some sort.
music is therapeutical for me. Therapeutic for me. It definitely it helps me out, on a day to day. Um, it definitely helped me get away from a lot of the stuff that I was involved in, man. Uh, to be real, my kids and my music, man. If it wasn't for either one of them, I would end up, dead in prison because as a teenager, I was involved in all kind of stuff, man. From selling drugs to active violence, just all kind of ridiculous things that I was doing, man, because I wasn't mentally focused in life, man. Um, I wish I would have took more pride in going to school and listening to my mom or my grandparents, or even, you know, when my parents got divorced. My dad tried to stay involved in my life, but I wouldn't let him. You know what I'm saying? Um, which turned out to be a bad thing, man. Because even though I had a father, I was still living like somebody without one. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't pick up the phone for him, wouldn't talk to him, and no matter what he would show me, it was like it would go out of one ear and out. It would go in one ear and out the other. Yeah. So to all you people that's got fathers, man, and moms and grandparents, man, y'all listen to them people, man, because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, and they done been where y'all at. They gonna help y'all for real. And for the guys that have to struggle every day with not having a father, man, I got a lot of homeboys like that. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Don't fall into these streets. Don't fall into the OGs telling y'all, oh, well, we gonna take care of y'all, man. If there's an OG that's really trying to take care of you, trying to keep a gun out of your hand or trying to keep some dope out of your hand, listen to them. But if they trying to put dope or guns in your hand, bro, and y'all fall back, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know it's quick and fast money, but at the end of the day, that shit ain't gonna land you nowhere but two places, bro. That's behind a bar, or that's gonna be in your grave. And nobody wants to be in their grave early, bro.
Like they say, man, dirty money never lasts.
It don't, bro. It don't. And see,
So,
the ones what they don't realize, bro, when they say dirty money don't last, they don't understand, like, because they see it coming in so quick and so fast and so much of it at a time. They think, well, shit, yeah, I can keep doing it. But see, understand don't last. They don't know the outcomes.
exactly, man. So, let me ask you this, man. So you got two artists on your label, Freemason Gang. Let's speak about them and let them know what kind of projects they got going on and whatever single they have, man. So everybody knows that's listening to this right now.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. So, um, I definitely got F and G Cam. So F and G is uh more of a, I'm not gonna say just really a label, but it's more of a brotherhood, man. Because our management falls under Real Time Mo, and right now we're releasing everything under Free Gang Entertainment until something better pops up. But my guy FNG Cam, man, he's a singer. Man. Anybody that needs features, bro, with a singer, he's definitely got that. We're actually working on getting his single out now. Um, he's in the process of he's in the whole creative process right now, writing and everything like that. Um, to start it off with him, the way he actually even got in the studio, bro, because like he used to tell people real quick, I'm not a rapper and I'm not a singer. I'm just I'm just there for support. And one day I was sitting, I needed a fire feature on a song, man, because at the time I hadn't had really any features, and I was just basically doing features for other people's music, but wasn't allowing it to come on mine. And I didn't realize the importance of actually having features, being able to reach different fan bases at that time. And for somebody who wasn't a rapper or a singer, so-called, as I like to point out to him, bruh has a big following, man, because he's from Chicago, and so he actually jumped on one of my first tracks, and it just went from there. And now, like, I finally got him talking to actually doing his very own album and song stuff like that. So y'all be on the lookout because he's definitely coming with some new stuff. And then the other guy, man, that's FNG Pooh, man, that's Doug, and he's definitely a force to be reckoned with, man. He probably one of the best freestylers I ever saw in the game. He actually he came from Gary, Indiana, down to Clinton, Mississippi, and that's why I say it's kind of crazy that guys from three of the most uh, populated areas, or people like to say dangerous. I don't really think they're dangerous, man. And like I said, it's all about respect, really. Um, Ended up meeting in this little small town, bro, and it took off from there. But he's actually working on projects right now himself, so y'all be on the lookout, man. I'm definitely excited to be able to produce and release their stuff. Um, they're two really good guys, man. Definitely motivators in the hood right now. So y'all just keep a lookout. We and let them bless y'all with something.
Hell yeah, man. That's right, man. Are you still looking for other artists out there, or is this a set main roster right now?
All right, so like I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like as of right now, man, we willing to work with anybody, man. Independent, unsigned, we willing to work with anybody, man. You send a track to us, we'll work with you. We'll give advice, man. Introduce you to our management because our manager is looking for a couple of two other artists, bro, to kind of fill out the roster under it. Um, so because right now he's got a singer, shout out Ashley Martin out of Kansas City, Kansas. Um, he's got F and G as the rappers, and he's got a vocalist. That's actually kind of crazy, bro, because it's actually coming from Africa. So he's got that going, but he's actually looking for two more artists to kind of fill out his main roster. And for us, man, it just all based on and joining under FNG, man, kind of just based on you know how many times we've worked with you, and because like I said, it's a brotherhood, man. We all brothers. We loyal to each other. To whatever kind of stuff you got going on. That's what we fall under with that. So yeah, I mean, if you a young artist, man, you willing to work and you willing to grind, yeah, holla at us.
All right. So how do they contact you, man?
Y'all can contact me through Facebook. You know what I'm saying. Once again, social medias. Uh, Facebook, Mark Freeman, or you can reach out to the Free Nation page on Facebook. Social medias, IG, Mark Free FNG, Twitter, Mark Free FNG, um, TikTok, Mark Free FNG. Um, you can reach us through all that. If you go to the Free Nation page, y'all can find the number to call and get one of us on the phone or the email, bro. Mark, you can email us at markfree2493 @gmail.com, or you can hit up Free Nation Gang 1 @gmail.com. Um, So I mean, if y'all really willing to work and put behind you, bro, like we definitely willing to help you get the tools to success.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. So let's go here, man. How is your music gonna evolve from here, man?
So like I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I see a lot of guys try to evolve with the years. With if 2021 comes around and it's got a new trend, they try to jump on that new trend. Honestly, with us, man, we try to be trendsetters. So it really just falls on us as individuals on how we evolve. And it also really just depends on how the beat makes me feel at that moment. Um, if the beat has an up tempo and makes me want to, you know, has me reflecting on partying or something like that, of course I'm gonna come up with a party track or something along the lines of a upbeat, upfeel type, feeling to it. If it's a beat that kind of hits me that and makes me want to be on my motivational stuff, bro, like I get to, I'm gonna be motivational on it, inspirational. So it really just depends on the beat and how the music hits me, on how I evolve throughout the times. I don't just let a trend start me. I try to be a trendsetter.
That's right, man. So you got any upcoming projects? You got any singles, albums, or any shows you got going?
Yeah, man. Actually, bro. Right now we actually trapping out the dungeons actually dropping Wednesday, and so is another single. I know the feeling. Both tracks are definitely hard hitting. Speak definitely on uh past prior experiences. Uh, trapping out. They're both upbeat, and man, I'm excited for y'all to hear them when they hit. Uh, Definitely, we got the music video shoot for Trapping Out the Dungeon coming up this week as well. Anybody in the surrounding areas, Lauderdale County, Jones County, Clark County. Hell, I don't care if you're from out of state, but if you want to come get in a fire video, y'all come on. We're gonna have merch out there, um, t-shirts, hats. Uh, we're working on the only like okay, so I'm gonna fall back on something. The only trend that we ever followed, uh, when NBA came out with the whole bulletproof vest situations, we're actually working on getting F&G stickers to go um on your vest. Uh, so be on the lookout for that. Fixing to come out with pants as well. Blue jeans, any kind of jeans, khakis with the F&G logos on them, and as well as shorts and stuff like that, jogging suits. So y'all just be on the lookout, man. If y'all want to come get in a hell of a music video, man, y'all come get on one. Trapping Out the Dungeon is gonna be fire. And to continue on the projects, man, we actually plan on doing an album at the end of December, dropping it. It's gonna be a F&G album. It's not just gonna be Mark Free. It's gonna be everybody that falls under the F&G criteria, the label, the movement, the brotherhood is all gonna be on it. Um, uh, Show wise, man, we actually in the process of trying to book some shows. I'm not gonna speak on them right now due to COVID-19 because you don't know what's gonna happen. But we are in the process of trying to open our booking back up to be able to get to these cities near y'all and be able to rock a good show for y'all.
Hell yeah, man. So speaking of merchandise, man, hey, you gonna have any face masks coming out too?
Bro, actually, I'm glad you spoke on that, man. Yeah, bro. COVID-19 kind of opened up a whole new market for stuff. We're gonna have FNG bandanas and face masks to be able to protect you from this. I don't even know what you want to call it, man, because it seems to me like just a demon. Because it is hitting all our people, man. All of our American people. and our overseas people, our overseas brothers and sisters home. And thankfully we've been blessed not to be in contact with it or around it, and we keep praying that we don't get involved or in contact with it. Um, but yeah, we're definitely gonna be coming out with masks and bandanas to be able to try and hopefully help protect with the COVID-19.
Yeah, that's right, man. So, let me ask you this, man. You got any special shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, man. Actually, I do, man. I got a whole list of them things, bro. Shout out Skrill Time Mo. He's the management man. Y'all can reach him on Skrill Time Mo at Facebook. Skrill Time Mo Biz on Instagram. Uh, if y'all looking for a fire manager that really about his business and gonna keep it moving and start a roller coaster that you can't put the brakes down, y'all go holler at him because he's definitely gonna keep you on your toes at all times. Um, Secondly, man, I want to shout out F&G Cam, and that's my brother. Doug, See No Luxury, Cruz. That's all our family right there, man. Those dudes have been there since day one. Um, Definitely want to shout out my wife and my kids, man, because she been a soldier, bro. And she been, by our side.
Hey, what's up, man? You still there?
Yeah, brother, I'm here.
All right,
That's
man.
my
So let's just finish off your special shout outs, man. And I'll ask you a couple more questions and we'll wrap it up, all right?
I be dog. Yeah, man. My definitely want to shout out my wife, man, Candace Freeman, my two babies, man. They've been beside us throughout all the triumphs and losses that we've endured and faced. Um, Shout out my mom, my dad. You know what I'm saying? They've been rocking with me. When this journey started. Um, just shout out our fans, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. You know, get in contact with us. I done, put the socials out there. Um, Definitely want to shout out God, man. God has been definitely on our side, man. He didn't show us real people and showed us fake people, man. And definitely want to shout him out, man, because he keeps the wheels moving.
All right, man. So let me ask you this. What would be the best advice for any local artist that's trying to come up like you? What would be the best advice you give them coming up in the music industry?
So, like I said previously, man, keep your heads up. You go and endure some losses, man, but don't let that mess with your mental, man. Just keep grinding, keep striving, keep investing in yourself. Invest in promotions, and invest in distribution. You know, invest in if you see a great opportunity. Don't let nobody get in your head and tell you that, oh man, no, I just don't think that's gonna work, because you never know what's gonna happen, bro. Like I done been to events where it was a hole in the wall club, bro, where you wouldn't think nobody important is gonna be there, and I done ran into cats that got $15 in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? I've ran into a little flip at a gas station in San Antonio, Texas. So you just never know what could happen at any event, man. Anywhere you at in life. So always make sure that you got some type of flyer with you, some type of business card, some type of way that you can uh, give to these people to let them know who you are, man. Fans can come from. So just keep your head up and keep investing money in yourself. Don't wait on nobody else to invest in you.
Hell yeah, absolutely, man. So always invest in yourself. So hey, let me ask you this. So, um, have you completed every goal you have for your team this year?
Nah, man. Like actually, we have not completed every goal, man, because we keep setting goals every day, man. Um, we try to keep big goals. We have three ways that we set our goals, man. We have little goals, big goals, and medium goals that we try to achieve. Um, little goals is, we'll try to reach 12 fans a day. Um, Medium goals, for the, we'll base it for a month. We try to um, reach 500 new fans for the month. Um, for the big goals, man, we try to reach, 100,000 new fans for each year. So, you gotta set your goals and and go get them. That's why we tried to break down the criteria to what level goals we was gonna do and stuff like that. So, um, always have your main goal, which is to be the biggest superstar you could ever be, and you know, kind of trickle down and have some smaller goals you can accomplish to get to that bigger goal. So,
Hell yeah, man. Go for it.
to speak on that, yeah, we've succeeded and reached, our little goals and our medium goals each week and month. Um, but to say that we've accomplished our goal for the year, nah, we haven't accomplished our goal for the year as far as reaching, 100,000 fans yet. Um, but at the rate that we're going, we hope to actually accomplish that goal by either September or October.
So would you say the pandemic had put a standstill to reaching your goals this year?
Actually, man, I'm gonna say no, it hasn't, man, because I'm gonna be honest with you. When faced with adversity, you got to figure out a way to come through it. So, what stops the shows and all that actually picks up on promotion. You know, internet is a good thing and a bad thing. Um, of course, you got a lot of scams out there on the internet, but when you do find good people that can help you out, it turns into a blessing. So I'll say that COVID-19, it ain't stopped anything yet, man. We're gonna keep striving and we're gonna keep going.
Hell yeah, man. So is there anything that you want me to reach on about, or you got anything in mind you want me to talk about, big dog?
Man, honestly, I think we uncovered pretty much um everything. If you want to talk on anything, you can talk on the future release of Trapping Out the Dungeon and I feeling it. Um, that's pretty much it, man. I want to tell you thank you, man. This has been definitely a fun interview to do, and man, we appreciate everything that you've done.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, showing some love, man. And man, we expect to see them that video trapping out the dungeon for sure, man. That's gonna be a banger. I haven't heard the song yet, but after this interview, I'm gonna go check out all your music and everything and see. And you said you got a website, right?
Yeah, like we're on SoundCloud, we're on Spotify. We actually do have a website, an actual FNG website that is in the construction stage right now.
Oh, okay. So is that where all your merchandise is gonna be at, or where can we get your merchandise at, man?
Y'all can actually hit up any of the socials, you know what I'm saying, and hit that up, and back with y'all with uh pictures and everything like that. We actually fixing to try to get a photo shoot done of all the merchandise that's coming out. We've already got, like I said, we got the shirts, we got all of that, the shirts and the hats right now. We're getting the bandanas, the masks, all of that stuff in the works. Um, hit us up uh, on any one of the socials, and we can get back with y'all with the shirts and the hats. Getting your address, and we do FedEx and UPS, so it gets there quicker instead of just USPS.
So let me ask you this, man. What is the biggest goal for F&G that they have to reach? Like the biggest one
Biggest
that
goal
y'all done and that y'all set your mind to?
and biggest goal that we have is we want to be considered one of the legends, the legends in the game. Um, we want to be up there with the Diddy, the Birdman, the Tupacs, the Biggies. We want whenever you hear Mark Free or you hear Cam, if you just hear the FNG name, we want everybody to be able to just recite one of the lines from the verses without even hearing the music. So I mean that's the biggest goal is to be, one of the superstars.
All right, man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Free, FNG. This is Strictly for the Music podcast, and we're gone.
Already.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Free, CEO of Free Nation Gang. Better go check him out. I'm going to drop some snippets at the end of this podcast, and I want you all to go check him out on Facebook, Instagram, his YouTube, everything he's got going on, man. Go check him out. Go stream his music. Remember this, if you want to be featured on this podcast, you're upcoming talent, you got a story to share, remember to hit me up at strictly4themusic@gmail.com. Don't forget, I'm telling you right now, this category we are on for helping all the artists out from every genre. Doesn't matter if you do country, blues, rock, doesn't matter. We all welcoming. So come, promote your music, tell your story, and let everyone know. This is Strictly for the Music podcast. I'm SKN, and I'm out.